Okay, we have something known as Clawdbot, but now that has been changed to Moltbot because of the confusion with Claude Code or Claude Anthropic Claude. You can see the trends. People are going crazy using this Clawdbot. You can see this fix your entire portfolio in a day. You can see the Clawdbot lives in a Mac Mini inside a G4i Mac. You don't need these high-end devices to run Clawdbot. This video I'm going to show you how to run this on your system, in your local system, but again, since it entails a lot of things that could ruin your machine, we are going to test it on a VPS, and for this I'm going to use DigitalOcean. You can use RunPods, you can use AWS. You can check out links in the description. Let's go ahead and get started with DigitalOcean. So once you log in, you can go to droplets here, and we're going to create one droplet. So once you click on droplet, then you choose the region which is close to you, and then the best one to do is to choose Ubuntu and the recent version 24.04. Then you choose a basic CPU and then the premium Intel basic 4GB, $32 per month. It's okay. And you go down, you can just put in a password here, connect to your droplet using a root. You can put a password. So once you set the password, you can save the password here. So this is our project. If you go to the droplets, I have other droplet running, but yeah, this is our droplet, which will be ready in just a moment of time. Let's go back to understand Moltbot. So this is an AI that actually does things for you. You can clear your inbox, send emails, manage your calendar, and do every sort of activity that you do manually. So it runs on your machine. You can chat with any app. You can go ahead and talk to the bot with the help of WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, and any other messaging platforms that you can imagine. It has persistent memory, which means it remembers you and it becomes uniquely yours. Browser control, you can let it browse, you can let it use your browser. Full system access, which is very dangerous, so we're going to test it on a VPS. And we have skills and plugins. So skills are basically .md files which has instructions to do a particular work. So you can see it works with everything: WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage, and whatnot. So let's go ahead and test Moltbot on VPS, and we're going to use WhatsApp as the integration. So from this WhatsApp session, I'm gonna ask questions to the bot and get reply from the bot. So let's go back to the droplet that we have created. This is a DigitalOcean droplet. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the droplet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click on console. So it's connecting to the droplet and it's connected. So this is CLI for that particular droplet, and it's using Ubuntu. Really amazing. So I can clear this and get started here. So the first thing that we need to do is to have Node.js. So you can go to this link, nodejs.org/en/download, and from there you can get the latest version LTS, and we're gonna use Linux here. You're gonna use NVM here and with NPM. So once you have these options selected, you can go and click on copy to clipboard, and then you can go back and paste it here. So once you paste that, you just say enter. This is going to install Node.js, and everything will be ready in just a moment of time. So that's done. Clear this again. Now you can say node -- version. So you can see this node version, and then we have NPM version as well. So that's done. Next, we can go ahead and install Moltbot. So for that, you can go and change this to Linux here. So we have Windows and Linux option here. So change this to Linux. Using a one-liner installer, you can use this. In this case, I'm going to use NPM. So you can just copy this. So that's NPM i-g Clawdbot. This is going to install Clawdbot. Now, if you go to the documentation, there are a lot of things that you can see. So for example, you can go ahead and get started here. You can read about the different sections here. The installer is here. You can go ahead and see how to do the installations for other systems as well. There's so many ways of installing on different systems. Okay, we see some activity where installation is going on, and that's done. So we have installed Clawdbot, and now we can say this command, so Clawdbot onboard. This will help you onboard on to the different options that you can select here. So for example, Clawdbot onboarding is security warning here. Clawdbot agents can run commands, read, write files, and act through any tools you enable. They can only send messages on channels you configure. For example, an account you log in to this machine, or a bot account like Slack or Discord. If you're new to this, start the sandbox and least privilege. It helps limit what an agent can do if it is strict or make a mistake. Really dangerous. And if if you agree to this, you can go ahead and select yes by pressing the left arrow key on a keyboard and press enter. So this will select this. Onboarding mode, there are two modes, quick start and manual. I'm going to select the quick start one, and there are the different models providers that you can select. So OpenAI, you can select Anthropic. So for the OpenAI, you're going to need the API keys and the codex OAuth. For the Anthropic, you're going to need Cloud Code CLI API key, and then we have Minimax, we have Quen OAuth, we have Synthetic, Venice AI, we have Google Gemini API key plus OAuth. You can use Copilot, OpenRouter. For this video, I'm going to use OpenRouter. So using OpenRouter, you can get a whole lot of access using just a single API key. So what you can do is you can go to openrouter.ai, and then you can put some credits. $5 will be enough. So you can go and go to get API key, and then you can go ahead and create an API key here. So let's say test YouTube here, and expiration I can say just 1 hour, and I can create this API key. I'm going to copy this API key, and then here I'm going to select OpenRouter, and then it's asking me two options. So OpenRouter API key and back. I'm going to say OpenRouter API key, press enter, and enter the OpenRouter API key. I'm going to right click and paste as in text here. So this is my key, press enter, and then you can see I have a list of models from OpenRouter that you can select. Now I'm going to select the Claude 3.7 Sonnet model here, and this is a model from Anthropic, very good model. And then we need to select in the quick start, you can select the channel through which you want to talk. Obviously you can go ahead and talk here itself using this CLI. That doesn't look very good, because if you want to control it from anywhere from your phone, and to make it more convenient, we need to have a system how you can chat with this application that you are making. So the best option is Telegram or WhatsApp, or you can do any of these channels that you want. But for this example, I'm going to go with WhatsApp. So I'm going to select WhatsApp, and this will give me a QR link to link to my WhatsApp. Okay, so I'm going to open my WhatsApp on my phone, and then if you go to the top right on the hamburger, and you can see the link devices. So there I'm going to click on link device. Okay, so link WhatsApp now. I say yes, and I need to scan this QR. So once I scan this QR, I'll link to my WhatsApp channel. So this will show me that I have started the pairing, and now it's paired. Now it's asking me if it is my personal mobile number. I'm going to say yes, and then I need to answer or enter the number as well. So I'm going to enter this number, and once I've entered this number, I'm going to get some options. So you can see that Clawdbot.json has been updated, and the workspace is okay, and the session is okay, so everything is fine. You can see the skill sets, missing requirements of 42, eligible 7. So you can configure the skills now as well. Let me show you some skills. So skills are basically things, it can be thought of as an MCP or a capability that you can allow this chatbot to have. So preferred node manager is npm, and then you can see that these are all the dependencies or skills that I can have. So you can say that I can skip for now, or I can go ahead and select any one of these or multiple of this and install. For example, let me select this Gemini. So if you go here, press the space bar on your keyboard, and then you'll be able to press enter and then select Gemini. So installation failed. Say no, Nano Banana Pro as a no for OpenAI image generation. For Whisper, no, and for llmapps, no. If you want, you can just put it here. Enable hooks let you automate actions when agent commands are issued. So for example, save session content to memory. So for now, let us skip the hook. So I say space and then enter. Now gateway services have been installed, so everything looks good. So now you can open in TUI, so hatch in TUI. So you can just press enter, and this will open up the system here itself. So it's running, as you can see, the session main here, OpenRouter, Anthropic, Claude 3.7 Sonnet, wake up my friend, and this is the message that I get from this bot. So I can say my name is prompt, and I'm thinking about AI tool creation. So I can just send this command. So for the first part would be to give my history or give my identity. So for my identity, I could be, for example, name maybe like a Nova. So it was able to fetch my name. Now it's asking me to set the mode of this bot. So for example, I can specify the name as Nova. So it's asking for the time zone here. I can say time zone India. So I can say, since you mentioned you're interested in AI tool creation, I'm curious what specific aspects. So let me say MCP and N8N automation. So basically you're giving some inputs to this bot so that it's able to update my profile. Okay, so it was able to update. So it says that let me create a memory directory and today's memory file too. So it has given me this. I'm Nova, your new AI assistant, and I'll be happy to build you with this. Using this TUI, just terminal user interface, you can go ahead and chat and keep on chatting, but it's no good. You need a channel that you can use to talk to. Now, if you remember we have integrated WhatsApp. So if you go back to the WhatsApp and the number that you have provided, so this is my number that I provided, and if I go and message here, say hi, if I say hi, what's up, I can expect some answers from the bot here. So you can see that hi prompt, not much. I'm here ready to help, and I'm ready to assist you with MCP and edit automations projects whenever you want to dive in. This is how you have integrated the channel to talk to this bot. Now, what can the bot do? The bot can do a lot of things. All these things hasn't mentioned in the skills. So if you go to the skills tab here, you can see the list of skills that it has. So Clawdbot skills check. So if you go here and you can check for Clawdbot skills check, you can see the list of skills that are active right now and the other skills that you can add. For example, ready to use is Bubble, Blue Bubbles, and GitHub, Notion, Skill Creator, Slack, Tmux, and Weather. So these are the skills that it has. You can read about these skills on this website, so cloudhub.com. Just like MCP, there are so many skills that has been created by Cloud Hub, but again, there are other skills which has been created by other creators as well. Be very vigilant and careful while using those skills, as it poses the same danger as the MCPs that we have seen. Now, in order to install any skills, you can go here to npm here, and you can say npx cloud hub at the latest install and the name of the skill here. Cool. So this is how you can integrate your channel on WhatsApp, and you can talk to the bot using WhatsApp. Now, even if you close this session from here, the CLI session is not going to affect anything because it's always running in the background. And you can see that if you have this droplets on, then this is running. So I can ask this, can you show me the list of skills that you presently have? And I expect it to run that skill command, the skill search command, and fetch me the list of skills that it has as of now. So you can see that, sure, I can show you the list of skills. So we have these skills. Now, if you want to let us to control your email, you can go ahead and search for that particular skill and add that skill. So if you go to the skill section here, so if you go to the skill section, you can see that we have all these skills. So you can sort it with the number of installs. So this is the highest install, GOG, which is Google Workspace CLI for Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Contacts, and Sheet. Now, it's not really easy to install all this. This has been made, looks like, specifically for the Mac OS, but again, these are the downloads that we see of the installs with Nano Banana Pro. We have self-improving agent, Nano PDF. So these are all the skills. You can create your own skills as well. You can go to this section. You can see that we have checking the list of skills that you have. This is particularly useful because you can set up cron jobs as well, which are automation jobs. You can set up DNS hooks. You can check for security. There's so many different options that you can do. Basically, it's a wrapper of so many actions that we do on a daily basis. Now, regarding the usability, we need to be very careful in using this because the skills, and if you have let the access of this droplet, for example, to a hacker, the hacker can get access to your system, to your WhatsApp, and it's a really very dangerous thing. So it's better to use on an VPS or a dedicated hardware that will provide you the maximum benefit of this Moltbot. So this is a brief on how to install Moltbot on your system, and this is an AI that actually does things. Let's see, it's much of a hype. I don't see much difference from the N8N automations and other automations that we have seen. But again, if we can run this on a local system of service like DigitalOcean, but for the LLM part, the part which incurs cost, if you can offload that to the services like Ollama or LM Studio locally instead of using API keys, then it will be a cost benefit to use this tool. So having said that, please watch out the next set of videos in which I will try to integrate Moltbot with a local system like Ollama or LM Studio and make some things working on our local system. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next one.